there's a topic that's been on my mind for a little while now, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make a video on it, but here we are. And really what it's all about is mining as a hobby and mining as a business. And I've certainly made my way back and forth between both of those. And I got really stuck recently, which caused me to do nothing. So I want to walk through kind of my mindset in the past, the more recent past, and now the present, how it's been a really freeing mindset to have as I move forward in this space. And I figured I'd make this video in case it helps any one of you think about things a little bit differently. And then also any commentary you can provide me down in the comments section. You'd be amazed at how many things you all have taught me over the years, and I am humbled for all of it. So thanks for checking out the video. So briefly, my history in cryptocurrency mining. We're gonna go back to 2017, 2018. GTX 1080, it's on the shelf back there somewhere, just gaming PC, started mining all these different cryptocurrencies that were around back then. And what I loved in it was that I could make money for sure, but that I was learning, and I was learning in the space of technology, which is a space that I'm really passionate about. And so as I could find different cryptocurrencies, learn what they were all about, learn about blockchains, overclocking, efficiency, how to get new GPUs, what are the most efficient GPUs, 1070 Ti's at the time. It just was fun. And I was not worried about it from a business sense. I did not really care how much electricity that I was burning because it just was a small blip on my electric bill when you're talking about, just a handful of graphics cards. And it was just fun jumping in Discords and Bitcoin talks and spec mining, and then seeing some coins actually do something, and then generating, $5 with a graphics card, and how do I get this paid out? And I'm like, whatever. It was fun. I was excited about it. And I stayed kind of in that lane, but continued to grow and add more and more GPUs. And then at some point, this switch happened where it went from being this hobby to very much being a business. And it's because it became scale. When I got to scale and we're talking hundreds of GPUs, which residentially, I maxed out what a single person could do at their home. I was at the point where I was like, do I have to rent a place? Because I'm maxed out on power with a 200 amp panel. Like, what else could I possibly do in my house? I was at that breaking point, So that just gives you an idea of the scale I was at. And it forced me to think about all of this operation as a business. What income am I generating from not only cryptocurrency, but YouTube and affiliates? And then what am I burning in electricity to do all of this? And then simple math, what is my income all said and done? And really, is any of this worth it? And it for sure was for a long, long time. And it was a ton of fun to do it because I was making a good amount of money, but it was also just business. I'm doing quarterly tax reports. I'm thinking about end of year spending. I'm tracking expenses. I'm, paying an insane amount of electricity, but making sure that I'm making more than that, so it makes sense to continue to do these things. 100% putting money back into the business. Anyway, just 100% business. And then ultimately, all of it came to a halt because of Ethereum going away, right? Sore subject, I know. Feels like ancient history at this point. And then from there, I was still thinking that way. And I was thinking about all the cards I have and just thinking about scale. And there was a few fun moments along the way just thinking about income. Talking about some of the cryptocurrencies that came out that were profitable for us residential miners. And then, those all didn't last very long, but I was still thinking about scale and business. And then there was nothing, essentially nothing left. And I have all of these cards and ASICs and all this stuff sitting around. And to be honest with you, besides the salad PCs I have going, I don't have a single GPU mining rig on. They are all completely off. And they've been off for quite a while now, because as electric rates continue to rise and just proof of work projects don't go up in value, it just doesn't make business sense. It just doesn't. I've thought about sending stuff out for hosting, but even on the hosting rates, it still doesn't make any sense. And so I just felt like really stuck and not sure what to do. So I did nothing. And then very recently, I just was thinking and reflecting on all of my time in mining. And I just got back to this hobby mindset from like where I started. And it was kind of silly to be like, Mike, you don't got to turn on dozens and dozens and hundreds of graphics cards. Like, you don't. To have the fun and to make content and to still even make some money, you can turn on a 6-card rig. You could turn on an 8-card rig or a 12-card rig. And you're not going to see a big impact in your electric bill. You just pay that out of pocket. It's no big deal. But you can still have some fun. You can contribute to what we're all trying to do here, which is make cryptocurrency and some of these projects successful. You can find a project that you actually fundamentally think is going to do something, and you want to support their network because they need you to support their network. And whether or not it's profitable right now doesn't really matter because you're super small in scale because you're doing this as a hobby. And so that was a really freeing thought. And it sounds really silly saying it out loud, but that was like, okay, I don't have to manage heat of all these graphics cards. I don't have to manage maintenance of all these graphics cards. If a rig goes down, it's no big deal. I'll figure it out when I get home. I'm not remoting in and going insane. And so that's where I'm at. I'm going to take probably just a 6-card rig that's sitting around collecting dust with still like amongst the most efficient cards, probably the 3060 Ti's. And I'm going to park it on a cryptocurrency, one that I like, that I believe in. If you hang around my channel for a while, you probably know what it is. And I'm just going to let it ride. And I'm going to bring in crypto. I'm going to pay that electric out of pocket. I'm going to track my expenses because I have to. And I'm going to get more involved in the community of these cryptocurrency projects and pick ones that fundamentally I think are going to do something. And I think I'm wise enough now in the space after all of these years to know how to spend my time. So that's it. It sounds, again, really simple and silly to say out loud, but when you get clouded by thinking about this as a business, because it really demanded me to, it took a while for me to shift to think about it a little bit differently, and I'm just excited to have some fun again. I would love to hear from all of you. What's your mindset now in crypto mining? Have you gone through a similar journey? Are you in hobby stage? You got nothing going on? Or are you at scale? Teach me something. Let me know down in the comments section. Really appreciate you all and this wonderful community that we've all been a part of building, whether you're in for a short time or a very long time. Please take care of yourself and each other, and I'll see you in the next video.